Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Thursday, September 21st, 2023, Throne Thursday. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones Tarot cards. So we're starting off with the Emperor, and I feel like this is like bravery, courage, strength, resilience. I feel like there was this void in your life, and I feel like it's like you've come to accept the fact that it is not the time for, and I feel like also coming into your own of that you don't need someone to fill that void, and I feel like that's the biggest gift you can give to yourself is like you could always do this on your own. Like we are conditioned to be like you have to be in a partnership, like with myself it's like, I never wanted that partnership to end. It just happened, with the transformation of Shane. So it's just like, even with that it's just like, you can still move forward and carry on and do life. Yeah, it's very full, yeah, I'm adding more to my life, but it's just like, it's fine. You know what I mean? I feel like this is where they tell us it's like you need to have that there, and it's like you don't. When the right person is supposed to come in, like that right timing, they know when you are supposed to have that in your life. When we got the Queen of Cups, last week, and they were talking about self-love. All the love that you give to others is like, give it to yourself. I feel like that was like starting my castor oil journey, healing my internal wounds of being a surrogate, and having my appendix taken out, having my gallbladder taken out. It's like those scar tissues, you know what I mean? So it's like that eternal, it's like a time to heal from all the the babies that I've carried, you know what I mean? So it's like starting this new journey in that way for myself. So it's like, do I want to look a certain way? I feel like it's more just being healthy. Like I'm, very happy. I am a strong individual, but it's just like, with myself, I, tend to the grass, and it's like when it's hot, it makes it harder to do the work, like when it's humid. But it's a good way to get that energy out, you know what I mean? Get the blood flowing, because with my job that I do, it is sitting for so many hours, you know what I mean? So it's just like bringing this in. It's like, I'm also started a wild yam treatment, where it's a cream that you put on to tender parts of your body. So like your forearms, your chest, your face, maybe your neck. I feel like your neck is a tender part, but it's just like sitting there and bringing that hormone balance, because when you're a surrogate, you take a bunch of hormones, so it's just like bringing. I feel like that's where spirit is just like, you will feel more complete that way. You know what I mean? I feel like this is your, like, we've done the internal healing. Now we got to do an internal healing in the way with myself, with the castor oil and the, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's just like a physical, like, kind of bringing that balance in to life. We have this Eight of Spears, something coming out of the blue. We've been getting this for quite a bit, with no harm to none, and so it is. They are showing Eight of Coins, where work is out on display. So this could be at your 9 to 5 job. This could be in something you're manifesting. This could be like they're showing. I know a girlfriend of mine that does tumblers. They're showing tumblers. So maybe this is where her thing starts picking up, I remember talking about her being in the store and stuff like that. So this is where, like, the winter season is here. They have the Page of Coins. And I feel like this is where the universe is, like, repaying you for what you've done. And I feel like this is a karmic, they're saying retribution. But I feel like this is, like, correcting something here. I feel we have judgment here, a rebirth, a major rebirth, awakening. With Yom Kippur, we sound the shofar, and with us, it's like accountability, this week of awe, and it's like, charitable time, but it's also like, how can we change ourselves to be the better? Maybe you gossip, so it's like not gossiping as much anymore. Maybe changing relationships, stuff like that. What can you do to make yourself a better person? You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not perfect. Nobody is. How can I change? How can I be better? And it's just like, we can always learn and move and do better. I feel like with this financial change, the Queen of Coins, it's like, we know as we bless your hands, you will bless many others. You know what I mean? This is not, like, I would always say, like, my money is family money. You know what I mean? Like, I never saw it as, like, oh, this is all mine. You know what I mean? I always saw it as family money, how I could benefit the family, and always putting the family first and making sure everything's taken care of. You know what I mean? So I feel like with that, that's what they're saying here, is like they knew all along that you would sit there and change for, things for in people's lives for the better. Like, I have a list of people, like, I'm like, one day, when the good Lord blesses me with what I know is coming, you know, I could sit there and help out this one, and I can help out that one. You know what I mean? And it's not because I want anything. I don't want any acknowledgement or anything like that. Jokingly, like, I put that on Facebook. It's like, when I win the lottery, I won't tell anyone, but there'll be signs. You know what I mean? And they were showing like the Addams Family home and stuff like that. But it's also where the fact of, like, one thing I wanted to do, a couple of things I want to do is, like, one is build a community center that gives back to the community and, name it in the honor of Shane and my late dad. So it's like that kind of thing. But also, like, I had, envisioned buying a plot of land where, you hear it all the time, where people are down on their luck. They weren't able to afford the rent, and they can't get a job because they don't have a permanent residence. So building this area where it's like, as long as you're doing the right thing, like, and you will sit there and help the, this community, to be better. So maybe gardens or, like, snow removal, whatever it is, right? But you will take pride in your home, and in that you will better your life because you have a permanent residence. And when you're ready to go and move and transform to the next part of life, then you will do that. You know what I mean? It's like giving people that leg up, because there's a lot of people that just want that break, that just want that opportunity. And I would say that all the time. I'm like, I'm just waiting for that opportunity. I just need someone to give me a chance to prove that I can do what I like, who I am, like a hard worker that I am, and, I'm blessed with cards. Thank God for the Soul Tribe. You guys, always come back to me, return for readings and stuff like that, which is freaking amazing. You know what I mean? I'm really thankful to all of you, all the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much. Like, it's just like bringing in things that really resonate with me. Maybe sometimes it's a little chuckle to make us laugh. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is where, Spirit is just like, I feel like, especially with that judgment, I feel like it's bringing in balance. Because, I would get this emperor and they're always showing a missing pillar, like, like a wobbly table, So I feel like it's like, it's not so much saying like you didn't need that person in your life, because it's always nice to have someone that you can bounce ideas off of and talk to, and you know what I mean, get their point of view. You know what I mean? Like, it's always great to have that individual in your life, but it's just like where universe is like, now we want you to turn to us for that information. You know what I mean? Anyone that gets channel messages, anyone that gets messages in their dreams, it's just like, that is the, follows angel numbers. I know I'm getting, unfortunately, with more followers becomes, people with their unsavory comments. You know what I mean? So most of you, I just report your account and delete you. But it's just like, it's just like, if you don't believe in it, you don't want to know part of it, it's like, don't even waste your time commenting on it. Honestly, just move on. You don't like it, move on. I'm not harming nobody. You don't believe it, and that's totally fine. That's your right. That's your belief. You don't need to put nothing nasty down. Just move on with your day. But it's just like, this is why I feel like Spirit is like, you probably don't even realize what is about to come. It's going to just come out of the blue here. But I feel like this is where you knew all along you were heading towards this. You didn't know how, you didn't know when, but that's where it's beautiful. You know what I mean? I can think of this as where my sister's friend reached out to her and was just like, hey, here's an opportunity, because she had worked at something similar to what I do. And she's like, I got into where I wanted to. She's like, but I know someone that would love to do this. So, she's like, can my sister apply? So she gave me the opportunity, and, I wasn't even ready for it. It just came out of the blue. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yep, no problem. It was hectic to, get things started. You know what I mean? Like, but like, they were doing renovations and stuff during the time, but it's like, here I am still, working, overtime hours wherever they're available. And you know what I mean? It's just, I'm incredibly grateful for it because it really, gave us the opportunity to transform our lives, what I knew I was capable of and then some. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where our universe is just like, we knew what you were capable of. I know for a fact it was just like, I needed to heal. I needed to heal. First thing was acceptance of the fact of this is what my life is now. And Shane has transformed because I was in denial for the longest time. I'm like, Shane's going to walk through that door any minute now and things are going to be different. When I saw my father when he had passed, it's just like, I almost passed out 3 times and I was just like, I can't even imagine seeing him like that. I know it's not him, but, because it happened, like, it happened out of the blue, you know what I mean? So it was just like, I needed to be with my kids. My kids had a hard time that week leading up to his service. So it's just, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't realize what you need until you've come out of the journey and you're just like, that's why, because I needed to heal. When I sat there and I was like, I need structure in my life, I got blessed with babysitting. And then, getting more into just tarot reading, didn't even think where this was going to lead. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's transformed into this wonderful journey, and this is where I'm working on. This is why I feel like on display. It's like, that opportunity where you're going to, reach a lot more people. You're going to change lives. You're going to do the things that you wanted to do, So it's just like, be patient. I feel like there's more work to do. We're always learning. So it's just like, I know we see certain people and we think it happened overnight and it didn't. That's why I'm so thankful for the ones that are authentic. It's like many, many, many years, not that many, but it's just like, years of posting this, that, and the other. And then they finally get their break, but a lot of people only see it for where they are now. And it's like, well, it took them these many years to get there, like, and I feel like being authentic is the biggest thing. That's why I share my stories. It's not because I want sympathy or empathy or anything like that. It's just like, I've gone through trials and tribulations myself, and I can relate and resonate with the energy that you have with you, so that's what makes me a better healer, is because, unfortunately, of my trials and tribulations I've gone through, so it's like, even if it helps another healer, it's just like, teaching them something, because there's a lot of healers, we learn from them. That's why I watch other people's card readings and stuff. Maybe there's a message for me. Maybe something really resonates with me, and I start delving into that course of study. You know what I mean? Like, you're always changing and transforming. So I feel like that's why they're saying, this could be possibly like a promotion. This could be possibly like some sort of financial recognition, at work. Or it could be like, they are bringing this into your life because they know exactly what you're going to do with it, and this will be a major rebirth in your life. Maybe you have gone through that major change during retrograde, where myself, it's just like, I just posted a video where she was talking about guardian angels, and it so resonates because I was just like, please offer me guidance. And she's like, ask them, you know what I mean? Be specific, with no harm to none. Just be really specific on what you want to bring in, and watch how they, transform things, how they bring things in, So it's just like learning to trust and believe as, we speak words and we guide others how to believe and resonate. It's just like we have to do the same, So it's just speaking into fruition, you know what I mean? Putting your actions and energy towards those things. You know what I mean? We are determined. We got the 6 of Wands, I believe it was yesterday. We are determined individuals, very chariot energy. But I feel like you will be the victor wearing the wreath. I know sometimes it's just like, how is that going to happen? I literally said that. I was like, how are we going to make it through March? And boom, that opportunity came in my lap, And it's like, I'm not perfect. There's always something to learn. But I'm always determined, and I always thank God for getting me through another week. I always ask Yahweh Yeshua, like, please give me the strength, give me the knowledge, the discipline to do things the way that I'm supposed to and be better every single day, every single minute, every single call that I take, that I can sit there and be better and better and better, because I know what it does for my family. I want to be the best version of who I am, and then 110% of that. You know what I mean? And it's like anything we do in life. We always want to, it's not about being the best. It's about, at the end of the day, it's like I gave it my all in everything that I did. In every situation I came across, I gave it my 100%, One thing I'm going to share away from the cards is the channel messages that I got, and it's about the hurricane season. They said the letter O, which looks like Oscar, in my opinion, from the letters they showed me, is going to be harsher than Lee that just passed. And then W is going to be harsher than the Oscar, the O one. So it's like one is going to hit a direct contact with Florida. That's going to be pretty bad. I see flooding. I don't know if it's going to be like Hurricane Katrina magnitude, but it's going to hit that southern point and just sit there, like Hurricane Ian that we had last year. And then there's going to be one where we think it's going inland, but it actually makes this sharp turn out of nowhere and goes right for Puerto Rico. So it's just like, if you're in those areas and that, you are like, they tell you to evacuate, listen. I know nobody wants to leave their stuff behind. Hopefully this message will reach you and you're able to take the precautions that you need. Have everything ready to go so that way you're not running in back and forth and giving yourself in danger. Whatever really means a significant value to you. Like, maybe it's family photos or anything like that. But I feel like that's why they're relaying this. And I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one that's going to share this information. This is judgment. We sound the shofar during Yom Kippur. So it's just, pay attention to your angel numbers. What are they trying to tell you? Pay attention to your dreams. Break it down. What is the message? As I'm saying that, it's 1717. So it's just like, pay attention to what the universe is showing, what they're trying to communicate, But you take care of yourselves and your family. You do what's best for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, September 21st, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.